thinking. Cordell Stewart was a perfect example. They tried to make him a pocket passer and destroyed his game. That's from my man Big P. Big ups to Big P. Exactly, man. But don't nobody talk about that. See, you have to allow people, you have to construct a system that works for the player. Cam Newton, perfect example. Mike Shooter constructed a system that worked for him. I didn't like the system running a quarterback like he a big giant fullback, but you know what? Norv Turner realized that Cam is a rhythm passer. So, hey, this is what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, check down. 1, 2, 3, check down. 1, 2, 3, check down. I believe Cam Newton would have been up for the MVP. If you look at the first 8 games of the season last year with Cam Newton, he was having his best number since the Super Bowl season. They would have made the playoffs, and Cam Newton would have been in the MVP conversation because Norv Turner may not be a good head coach, but he's a hell of an offensive coordinator. The dude who was working with Cap in San Francisco, who working with our brother Lamar Jackson in Baltimore now. He's constructing an offense around Lamar's abilities. Obviously, if Dak isn't improving, and y'all tell me he's the first in the building that last to leave, he's the hard worker, he's the leader. Maybe it's the teacher. It ain't always the student. Sometimes it's the teacher. I am the perfect example of that. I fucking hated school. But I had an 8th grade teacher by the name of Miss Ethel Adams. She challenged the shit out of me every chance she got, and she tried to embarrass me because she understood if I embarrass him, he'll work harder to show me I'm wrong. You need that. That's what a coach is. A teacher who knows how to handle you. And if Dak Prescott is not improving, it's not Dak Prescott because y'all told me he hard worker. Y'all told me the players rally behind him. Y'all told me he the first in the building, the last to lead. Why ain't he improving? Because the teacher's a fucking moron. So when y'all sit around and tell me that Dak Prescott ain't worth $40 million because he ain't Carson Wentz and he ain't Rudy Pooty and he ain't all these other goofballs throughout the league who getting all this money. Oh man, he needs more help. Yeah. What the hell is the boy who was the third highest paid player in the league last year doing? Matthew Stafford. Nothing. What is that boy doing up in Kirk Cousins? Nothing. He took a team from the fucking NFC Championship game straight to the trash. Straight to the trash. What is Case Keenum doing? Trash. He getting $20 million to be a bum. Joe Flacco, $15, $20 million to be a bum. Phillip Rivers ain't done shit. Derek Jackson, big time all-pro wide receiver. Antonio Gates, Hall of Fame caliber, if not a lock Hall of Fame tight end. LaDainian Tomlinson, lights out. All the dudes they had on defense. And he didn't win shit. But he need more money than Dak. Hell, Dak Prescott got the same amount of playoff victories as Tony Romo in 3 years. So please, I'm not trying, what else Ezekiel Elliott? Yeah, y'all know my theory. You run to win, you throw to score. That's the way I see it. But guess what? All I know is I see Dak Prescott making plays. If Pete Carroll's their coach, I guarantee you the Cowboys would have at least played for an NFC championship or went to the Super Bowl. But he's not. Pete Carroll's another example. Pete Carroll is another example of that. Let Russell Wilson blossom right behind the Ezekiel Elliott of his day. Beast mode. And then when he came into his own, let him loose, and he should have won the MVP a couple years ago. Because anytime you are responsible for 98% of the fucking touchdowns on a team, you should be league MVP, especially when that team wins. Not only isn't Phillip Rivers doing jack, he's throwing fellow teammates and union brothers under the bus doing contract disputes. Sucker shit. More sucker shit from cats like that. Exactly. Shout out to Ted Jackson, man. Thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate when people participate. It's the shit that's what I'm talking about, man. You got Phillip Rivers. All these, look, let you know, if we're going to unpack this thing, let's unpack the whole thing. Now, when in the hell has Ben Roethlisberger won anything? Because Ben Roethlisberger got 3 Super Bowl appearances. 3 Super Bowl appearances. And 3 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. The first Super Bowl Ben Roethlisberger ass was in, Antoine Randall from Chicago, Illinois, threw the only touchdown to Hines Ward. Super Bowl MVP. The next one. Now, yeah, we remember what Ben did at the end, but what we don't remember is Ben had threw a couple picks early in that game, and if it wasn't from my man Harrison getting a 99-yard touchdown interception from Kurt Warner, they would have lost that one too. And then he stunk up the joint again against the Packers. So, Big Ben, the 2-time Super Bowl winner. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he got the rings, but guess what? Carson Wentz got a ring too, don't he? Hell, Byron Leftwich got a Super Bowl championship ring. And they ain't played no better than that motherfucker, man. They ain't played no better than him. So, it's easy to, it's another thing. This leads me to another thing about the brothers that are at quarterback. Can somebody explain to me why all the brothers that play quarterback have accuracy, quote unquote, accuracy issues? Oh, he needs to be a better thrower. His accuracy is waning. Why is that? I watched a game last year in the preseason where Baker Mayfield, and I don't remember who the brother was at quarterback. The brother was like 8 for 12, and Baker Mayfield was like 6 for 12, and they were talking about, the brother needs to work on his accuracy. Did you see the ropes that Baker Mayfield gonna throw? Get the hell out of here! You talk about overrated. Like this last, it's just so many things that just irks the hell out of me when you talk about my brothers like this, man. Look, if you wanna, if you're not part of my community and you're not really feeling this, sucks to be you for one, and for two, all you have to do is show me where I'm wrong. I don't have a problem being wrong. I just told somebody the other day, if I'm right every time in a day, they don't pull no damn Brinks truck in front of my house. Hey, yo, HRap, he got his 50K because you was right all day. They ain't gonna do that. So being right ain't gonna get me shit. Educate me. But all I know is Randall Cunningham needs to work on his accuracy. Donovan McNabb needs to work on his accuracy. Steve McNabb needs to work on his accuracy. Sean Watson coming into the league needs to work on his accuracy. Dak needs to work on his accuracy. Let me ask y'all, would y'all like to know what all of those dudes, besides having a dark skin, have in common? Name one good receiver that played with them. And I ain't talking about no damn T.O. for 15 minutes. 15 funky ass games. I'm talking about James Thrash, Fred X bum ass. Really? His name, James should have been James Trash on the football field. No disparaging remarks against him, but he wasn't no good receiver. James Thrash, Fred X bum ass. Steve McNair, he ain't have no fucking receivers. Randall Cunningham, Chris Carter was getting high and they shipped him out. Fred, what's his name? Fred Barnett blew out both his knees. He the first dude they put a cadaver knee into a living person knee. Who was Randall throwing it to, man? Yeah, he had Keith Jackson, but shit, you put a bracket around a damn tight end, you don't stop a man time. You need to work on his accuracy. But everybody, they love talking that bullshit. Oh, well, Tom Brady ain't played with nobody. You mean Robert Gronkowski, one of the best tight ends ever? That ain't nobody. Deion Branch, what's his name? Brown, who played both ways. Yeah, they not all world, but I would take Deion Branch, the boy Brown, and Todd Stinkston. Yeah, Todd Stinkston, bum ass. I would take Branch and Brown over anybody that played with McNabb or Cunningham or McNabb. Because just because you're not all world don't mean you're good. Because Amani Toomer wasn't all world, but hey, he helped Eli win one. What's the boy name? Chief that caught the over shoulder pass against the Patriots. Merriweather or something like that. He was better than anybody who played. He was better than anybody who played with McNabb. So when the brothers have these dudes, it's they need to work on their accuracy. When these white boys, they out there catching, they out there throwing. They act like Tom Brady throwing it to Rudy's. No, man, they just not superstars, but they are very good wide receivers. There's a bunch of very good. Jeff Graham Ben Roethlisberger, Andre Hastings, Hines Ward, AB is the first big time receiver his bum ass that had too. So why I done seen 3 games in the last 45 games that Ben Roethlisberger has had 5 interceptions. But Jameis Winston needs to get the fuck up out of town. He needs to work on his accuracy. If you count hitting the linebackers and the safeties, then Ben Roethlisberger the fucking man. He the goddamn man. Plexico, yeah. See, Plexico Burris. Yeah, man, these are very good players, but they ain't all world. Ain't nobody break. Oh, man, you know what? If we can get Plexico Burris, we gonna be in the Super Bowl. Ain't nobody. That was said by nobody. Because if it would have been said, he'd have stayed his ass in Pittsburgh. See, but when it's the bros, like, all I hear now is Jacoby Brissett. He's not the thrower that Luck is. Well, you know what, man? I only seen Jacoby Brissett play 16 games. Yeah, he was, 5-11. But, Joe from Houston, he's a Colts fan. Name 2 players on that team. Name 3 players. I'm going to give you T.Y. Hilton and name somebody else on that offense. He might say it's down. He might type his own damn name in there. Because when he was playing with them, they had no offensive line. They had T.Y. Hilton, and they had no running back, and the defense stunk all to be damned. And let's not forget, Jacoby Brissett was traded to the Colts right now. So he had 2 weeks to get ready and play the whole season. For those who don't know, if you're old enough to remember, a playbook in the NFL is as thick as a phone book. And if you know what a phone book is, tape 2 fucking books together, and that's how thick, 2 traditional books, that's how thick a playbook is. It's like learning a phone book in 2 weeks, and you have to know all the names and numbers. So, no, man, Jacoby Brissett is going to be good, man. He's going to be good because if you ask me, Andrew Luck retiring is one dude, this is my personal opinion, is one dude in the National Football League that is mad as hell that Andrew Luck retired. And his name is William Bill Belichick. And the reason I say that, I've been saying this for 2 years, that Bill Belichick was gonna bring Jacoby Brissett back and be the dude who took over for the Patriots. And I don't know if anybody else heard this, but I heard Bill Parcells big up in Jacoby Brissett. It ain't many people in football that I respect more than the Tuna. If the Tuna give you the nod, you got the nod from HRap, because that's a dude who knows the game. The Steelers let Plaxico go. He went and won a Super Bowl. What would you say that for? I don't get it. Help me out, Chief. Work with me. I don't know what you mean on the number. But, yeah, man, I believe Jacoby Brissett was the dude who was going to go up to New England and replace Tom Brady. Am I saying he was going to be as good as Tom Brady? I was not going to say he's going to win a bunch of Super Bowls, but I think Bill was going to bring him back because he knows his system. He knows the dude works hard. And if you ever watch the North Carolina State game, you see Jacoby had game. So miss me with that nonsense. I think my man Frank Wright is a good coach as well because he has lived the Jacoby Brissett story. Big time quarterback by the name of Jim Kelly goes down and he wins a playoff game, and everybody thought he takes them into the playoffs, and then Jim Kelly get them playing the Super Bowl. Everybody thought it was over when it was Frank Wright's turn, but nope, it wasn't over. Bam, it's out of here. Now, let me talk about these stupid ass Indiana people. Look, man, y'all can't, sports fans in general, look, I understand liking your team. I like my teams too, but I'm not a fanatic about this. If the dude want to leave, y'all booing this man, and then you got suspected white supremacist Skip Bayless taking up for him, it's because that's the way he feels. He thinks these men they think they're disposable. That's why he always say, let Dak Prescott run, but he don't want Brady to run because that's why I call him suspected white supremacist. Because he always say, Brady needs to get down. All the people that he liked that look like him, he always say they need to slide, but the bros need to be running over linebackers and shit. Get the hell out of here. But booing this dude because he want to leave, kiss my ass. All y'all.